Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is your girl CY aka CC for real or vice versa. Kindly subscribe to my channel because the topic of today is really a nice one, kind of spicy. Yes, but this is actually how I found out that I was special or I am special, especially through the eyes of God or how God sees me. So it started out from my friend, my ex best friend at that time, and one day she just sat me down, and I remember we were going for a yacht cruise, and we were changing, and she was like, "Babe, there's somehow somewhere I feel when I'm around you," and I was like, how do you feel? And this time I was 21 years old. Remember nothing really popping, like finishing my school, like I think I was graduated at that time, yeah, nothing really popping like that. And I was still young, so I didn't know much about self, because it's still self-discovery. And my friend told me that there's somehow she feels, and she feels always sort of like invincible when she's around me. She feels validated, she feels special, she feels like her self-esteem goes up, she feels much more confident, and just being around me, the energy is usually like on steroids, like on top. She just feels like she is that girl because I reaffirm her. I just make her feel seen and just like a person. And she told me this is something really special about me. And I was like, okay, I've never had someone speak so highly of me or speak so positively in that kind of way about me. And that kind of like put a light bulb in my head, and I was like, oh, okay, then this is something really good that somebody can say or point out about me. And I remember she continued telling me such kind of things. But on the flip side of these things, another way that I knew I was special is through smear campaigns and through being the subject of envy, being the subject of competition, and just being a target. And this has happened, like I've had like three smear campaigns going on my life in the time and the season that they have been in. So what is a smear campaign? It's a campaign of character assassination, when people just go against your character, go talk down on your character, assassinate your character, and they do it in groups. And so how I found out that there's really something special about me is when people really had to gang up, because there's always one person that is the envious person, but they had to recruit people. They could never do it on themselves, and they can never do it on by themselves, sorry. And I was like, what, why is this always keep why does this always keep on happening to me? And with, with the bad things, you always get and learn something out of it. And I discovered that, oh man, okay, there must be something about me, because people just have to sit in groups to discuss me. Am I this powerful? Am I this special? Am I? Because why can't you take me down on your own? Why do you have to be in groups to talk about me, to assassinate my character, or to stunt my growth, or to do something? You just have to be in cahoots with somebody else or within a group. Like you're sort of forming a syndicate, you know what I'm saying? And that really let me know how special I am. And one thing I also learned about the smear campaign is that the other people who are recruited in the campaign also already feel something or a way about you. And but these people are usually, let me call it silly, or maybe just ignorant, or maybe stupid kind of people. They're not really smart, they do not have their own voice, but since they already feel something, like a way about you, they feel something, a little something, but it's not all the way there. They get validated by this person who is recruiting them to now officially hate on you. So they now kind of like go with everything that they are told against you, and they go with this whole story. They run with it. They do not want to listen to two sides of the story. They they accept the character assassination. They're happy about it. Why? Because even in the first place, they wanted to feel that type of way. They were just looking for the perfect validation. But these people now usually want to look like the neutral people. They want to look like the people that, oh, it's not really me, it's somebody else that said this. But these people were seated there when this thing was happening. They were recruited. They went through the motions with everything. So they want to play the neutral figure, but it's not really helping because it's worsening things. I'd rather you be the enemy and be the enemy rather than you trying to be neutral, trying to be my friend, trying to be the enemy again. You try to, like, I don't understand you. Like, stay consistent with your hating. If you're hating, be consistent. If you're loving, be consistent, you know. So with the smear campaigns and all that drama is one of these things that made me realize that there's something then about me, because how can I be going through these things over and over and over again, especially in cycles, especially in groups of people? There must be something. Then another way I also found out God's love towards me and being special is the boundaries that I crossed. Most of, like, I've been the first person to do many things in my generation, in my bloodline. I am blessed to be the first to do so many things. And with these boundaries that I have been crossing, I am super grateful to God because these are boundaries that I crossed not with ease. They were kind of hard to cross them, but God made a way. Like the way God had me finesse an entire system just to get me to cross these boundaries. And me looking back, because most of these things were done in late teenage years towards my early 20s, and these are boundaries that I crossed, but they were hard to do it, but God still stood by me and had me do them. So he just ensured that these things happened and that I was the first person to cross these milestones, you know. And so this really rang a bell, like a light bulb moment, like, oh, then this is truly a special thing, because if this thing has never happened and I managed to do it, then there is a God in heaven that is really trying to run things in my life, that is really controlling things in my life. Then, of course, the last one is the gifting. Like, God has given me many gifts, and these are gifts that, like, it's so easy. Most things are so easy for me to do. Like, when I decide to do something, I will do it with ease and I will be good at what I am doing. And subscribe to my channel. This is just one of those